Subject English Standard 9. Last lesson on page number 118. Poor man, it was in honor of his last lesson that he had put on his fine Sunday clothes. And now I understood why the old men of the village were sitting there in the back of the room. It was because they were sorry too that they had not gone to school more. It was their way of thinking our master for his 40 years of faithful service and of showing their respect for the country that was theirs no more. While I was thinking of all this, I heard my name called. It was my turn to recite. I had not learnt many participles and so I could not say a single word. I heard M. Hamel say to me, I don't scold you, little Franz, you must feel bad enough. See, it is. Every day we have said to ourselves, Bah, I have plenty of time. I will learn it tomorrow. And now you can see where we have come out. Oh, that's the great troubles with Alsace. She put up learning tomorrow. Now those fellows out there will have the right to say to you, how is it you pretend to be Frenchmen and yet you can neither speak nor write your own language, but you are not the worst poor little France. We have all a great deal to reproach ourselves with. Your parents were not anxious enough to have you learn. They prepared to you to work on a farm or at the mills. So as have little more money and I have been to blame also. Have I not often sent you to everyone? Have I not often sent you to water my flowers instead of making you learn your lessons? Then, from one thing to another, M. Hamid went on talk of the French language, saying that it was the most beautiful language in the world. We must guard it among us and never forget it, because when a people are enslaved, as long as they hold fast to their language, it is as if they had the key to their prison. Then he opened a grammar and read us our lesson. I was amazed to see how well I understood it. All he said seemed too easy to so easy. I think too that I had never listened so carefully and that he had never explained everything with so much patience. It seemed almost as if the poor man wanted to give us all he knew before going away and to put it all into our heads at one stroke. So, see, explanation. Poor man. It was the honor of the last lesson. He had put on his fine Sunday clothes on, and now I understood why the old men of the village were sitting backside of the room. It was because they were very sorry, so they had not gone to school more. It was their way of thanking our master for his 40 years of faithful service and showing their respect for the country that was theirs no more up to. While I thinking of all this, I heard my name called. It was my turn to recite. I had not learned many participles, my participants, and so I could not say a single word of it. I heard M. Hamil say to me, I don't scold you, little Franz. You must feel very bad enough. So see how it is. Every day we have said to ourselves, "Bah, I have plenty of time. I I will learn yet tomorrow." And now you see, here we have come out. And so there is the great double sin says, and now these fellows out there will have the right to say to you, how is it you pretend to be Frenchmen? Then this is the you can neither speak nor write your name in this language. But you are not the worst poor little France. We have all a great deal to reproach ourselves with. Our parents were not anxious enough to have learned this language, but they prefer to put you to work on a farm at the mills so to have a little more money. Then, from one thing to another, M. Hamel went on talk of the French language, saying that it was the most beautiful language in the world. And so we must guard it and never forget it, because if people are enslaved as long as they hold fast to their language. Then he opened a grammar and read us our lesson. He amazed us to see how well I understood it, and all he said seemed so easy, so easy. I think that I had never listened so carefully, and he had never explained everything with so much patience. So the poor man, almost as if the poor man wanted to give us all he knew before going away, and to put it all into our heads at one stroke. So we stop here. Read the part at